In this lesson, I'll show you a simple approach to drawing the head from both the front and the profile view. I begin with a series of quick sketches, construction sketches, using simple ovals and guidelines. I explain the basic proportions of the head and the placement of the features. In the front view, I divide the eye line into 5 equal spaces, the width of the eyes, the space between them and the side of the head. I also demonstrate a simple way to think about the ears, jaw and profile structure using basic shapes. These first sketches are not meant to be finished drawings. They are quick studies designed to help you understand proportion and construction. In the final larger drawing, I move away from the generic head and draw from a real person. Here I focus more on observation, shading, structure and character. This allows us to build on the earlier construction ideas while creating a more natural and believable portrait. In the next video, I'll continue the process with an oil painting demonstration using a limited palette. So basically, there's the eye line is on the center of the head, and we trace down from the corner of the eye, the inside corners, and that gives us the approximate width of the nose. The nose is about halfway, just a little above halfway between the eyes and the chin. The ears fit on, just above the eye line and just around near the bottom of the nose. So in this third drawing, I've made him look a bit more real by giving him a neck and that sort of thing. Now here's the head in profile. Now you just draw a semicircle, not quite to the other side of that square. It's not truly a sort of square, if you like. So each drawing, that line there is halfway up that line. If I can put it another way, the semicircle goes to the bottom line about halfway, and then the chin goes up to that, curves up, or it might in fact be squarer. The nose is just above the eye line, and the eye is in profile. Now that's very important, that little point there, just where I've drawn the line. So it's quite simple. You just practice this over and over again, and especially in front view and profile view, I'd practice these first before I try any 3/4 views. But if you draw a square and put cross lines in that square, that helps to guide you. And the hair is just above the outside of the square. Now here I've just drawn a square with a couple of lines, a vertical and a horizontal line, and I'm going to draw a real person now. So it won't be exactly the same as the generic heads that I showed you in the first part of the video. But still, we can apply those principles in every case. And you just sort of observe and try to get a feel for the portrait. Of course, I don't expect beginners to be doing portraits straight away, but you can certainly do those heads in the first 6 heads that I demonstrated. So with a portrait, I've drawn her in profile view. And once again, the back of her head doesn't quite touch the that square. This is just one way of drawing the head, but I find it's the easiest way to think about a head, as the eyes are the centre of the head. And look for variations, of course. But that's basically where the eyes are, about halfway up. Now the ear is just above the eye. In this case, it's just a little bit more. It's more in line with the eyebrow, and it doesn't quite come down to the bottom of the nose, but she's got very small ears, I'd say. Now, once you've got the basic guidelines in, then you can play with the shading. So when you bring in tone into a picture, that's the light and darkness of a picture, you make it look more real. And yes, well, yes, just concentrating a bit there. Yes, so that will just you can see the shadow there in the back, at the back of her head, and her hair is almost black. She's got a few highlights in the top and the fringe on her head. Now, I haven't drawn her mouth exactly as it is because I don't like the angle of that mouth. It makes her look a bit as though she's smiling, and she's not. She's just fairly neutral. But I wanted to demonstrate a way to draw a mouth very simply. That's just the top lip is a line which goes downwards, and the bottom lip, there's a space between her top lip and her bottom lip. Not a space between them, but where they link up. And you can see what I mean by it adds more, the more shading you do, and as long as you're observant of it, you can carry on and make her look more real. Now, I'm going to do another video, and I'll paint this girl in oil, in limited, with a limited palette. So that'll be sometime next week. I'll do that painting. So I'll look forward to doing it, because it's a pleasure. And I'll show you just what you can do with oil paint too. So when you're trying to see the the lightness and darkness in a painting or any scene really. Just half close your eyes, squint if you like, and that'll take out the mid-tones in your vision, and you can easily see which is light and which is dark. So on my channel I'll be doing, I've got quite a few drawings like this as well, but I'll be doing a lot more painting as to kind of hint at the idea of lines and colours, which is the name of the channel. So if you're interested in painting, beginners especially, I'll be uploading more and more painting videos, usually to follow on from a drawing video, so you can get the full picture. But this channel is aimed at beginners or intermediate level. I'm interested in portraits, landscapes, and still lifes. That rubber there is that eraser is a Tombow mono eraser, and it's very thin. It's good for cutting highlights. Good, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you got something out of it. Please like and subscribe if you could, and leave a comment saying what you'd like me to do. I'm always open to suggestions.